1000 Chatur Yuga. This Satyuga, Treta, Dwapar, and Kali Yuga. These are the 4 yugas. Together makes Chatur Yuga. And when this Chatur Yuga continues repeatedly for 1000 times, the one day of Brahmaji goes. Like that, same period, one night goes. So one kalpa day, one kalpa night, 1000 Chatur Yuga equal. And then like that, 30 days equal to 1 month of Brahmaji and 360 days 1 year. And like that, Brahmaji lives for 100 years. Our Brahmaji is right now, what is the age of Brahmaji? You all are knowing about it? Anybody knows about it? No. Our Brahmaji age is right now 50 years and the first day is running. And in that first day, there is a second half of the day. Dvitiya Pahar, Dvitiya Prarardh. We say na in the Sankalpa, Svet Barah Kalpa Dvitiya Prarardhe. Means this is the Dopahariya. So he is now 50 years and the first day of the 51st year is running and that of the second half of the day. In that also 84% of the second Pahara is gone. Now 1% of the Pahara is in the lakhs of years. So that apart, why I'm saying this? This universe is controlled by the time. And we all are controlled by the time. Our life is also controlled for 100 years and 120 years as a human. Now we have many knowledge, but certain more knowledge are supreme knowledge is called. What Bhagavan Shankar says about it? Idam Swarodayam Sastram Sarvasastro Uttamam Atma Ghata Prakasartha Pradipa Kalilopamam. This science of Swara is the eternal science and it is best among all the science. It is very practical. It is the science through which you can lighten your self, through which you can see everything, present, past, future, and beyond. Now, this is a science which can give you direct knowledge and perception of present, past, future, prarabdha, bhagya, and to control them as you wish. The prarabdha and bhagya is not a fixed thing. As long as you are ignorant about it, you are controlled by the prarabdha. Next moment, what will happen? A tree will fall on you and you will die. Or you will get a box full of jewelry and diamonds and all these things, and your fortune will appear. You don't know what is going to happen next moment because you are guided by the prarabdha. But the knower of Swara Yoga knows everything, what is going to happen next moment and what is going to happen and how to change that also. Even death comes, you will know beforehand that my death is coming. I don't want to die. So you just control that process of death and overcome that. This is such a science. So you don't think like that it is a simple, it is a Guru Parampara science. It can only come with the initiation. It can only unfold. You might have heard about your shadow. You know what mystical shadow is? Your shadow is full of mystics, powers. And through the shadow, you can decide so many things. Through the shadow, you can control. Through the shadow, you can know your death. Through the shadow, you can know your wife or husband death or your brother death or everything. So even shadow can hold so many mysteries. So astrology is the science to read the prarabdha, isn't it? Astrology is the science to read your map of life. That's all. You know what has happened in these different periods of, as a birth chart, in when which Mahadasa and whatever the transits and gochar, what is happening for different combination and permutation of different planets in different houses with the degrees, with the nakshatra, and so many things. And there are so many vast, knowledge about them because Jyotish is called the eye of Jyotish. Means it is a Ishwar, the light of the God through which you can see. What you can see? You can see your prarabdha, you can see past, you can see future. But you cannot change it with that only, this knowledge. You can just tell. And there are some pariharas, certain methods, mantra chanting is there. Something is there. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. But the science of breath is live. It has no error at all. A astrologer or astronomer can do mistake. Our equinox might be not fixed properly. Our anamsa maybe have some error. And even it's minute, minute of the error can lead to at least minutes and hours and sometimes days. Surya Siddhanta Anamsa is gone where? Now the Makar Sankranti as per Surya Siddhanta in December month, isn't it? But when it is happening on the 14th January. So there can be calculative errors, but this is the live universe. This is the Kala operating through your breath. And who is your breath? What I said? Brahmand Khanda Pindadya Swara Naiva Nirmita Srishti Sanghara Karta Cha Swara Sakshat Maheswara. Your breath is the live God Maheswara, Mahakal. Your breath is who? Mahakalam. Who is Mahakal? Who controls the God of time. The time is under Kal. You know what is the power of time in front of Mahakal? It is there in Nachiketa and Kala Sambad. When Nachiketa is asking about, God of death, about give me the secrets of all this thing, then he said, the power of Mahakal is such, the knowledge, the eternal knowledge, the supreme, is such, I am like a upchetana. He says, you touch a chutney, chutney bolte hain na, kuch khate hain hum log. You just touch like this on the tongue. It is like my existence is like that. I am the most powerful Kala who controls even the Brahma life. And what is the existence in front of Mahakal? It's just like Upchetan, just putting the chutney and I am over. That's how Virat he is. So what he says, Swara Sakshat Maheswara. The breath is the Mahakalam. He is the supreme God. And what breath does? The Kala has got the Asraya. Like how you go and leave somebody's house and they give food and shelter and your life is sustained. We are living on the earth planet, we get the farming and all. We are dependent on the earth. Similarly, the Kala is dependent on the Mahakala, and that is operating through your breath. Why I said only one breath? Because we are only operating under the realm of Mahakala, and his one energy is entered in your nose, in my nose, and it never breaks. When you die is also it continues. It's a one cosmic wave through which everything is interconnected. And that's why all the knowledge of time, present, past, future is encoded in the breath. Because it is one, everything is happening in the universe. It has all the information, not only in this Brahmanda, in this galaxy, maybe so many galaxies, what is happening. All the information lies. What is happening in Nograha, what is happening in different kind of, if person comes and tells you, my father is sick, you will come to know that moment the father will die or he'll survive. By just observing your breath. You don't have to do any ganana. And if your breath tells that, that means that will never change. Only Mahakal can change. Rarely sometime with certain kind of worship, certain kind of, sacred way of doing certain kind of sadhana, the death can be postponed, but it is atal. So when your breath says something, it will happen. There is no error. I said that anamsa might be fixed a little bit here, 1 degree, 1 minute, something, and then so many hours gone. So you are thinking that lagna is this and something else might have happened. With certain anamsa, I'm not saying all the anamsa, certain anamsa are very correct. So there can be error, but the breath cannot have error because the Kala is operating directly live through the breath, and breath itself is the realm of existence. Everything is lies on that because it is very small period. I cannot tell the mystical, the aspects of breath, universal aspects of breath, how it can encapsulate the entire universe and how it can be master key to control your tattvas and nadis and everything and prarabdha and bhagya and also universe. Through the breath, you can control the water, control the fire, you can control the storm, you can stop the storm, you can create the storm. That much power is there within your breath, but you don't know how to operate it. Within our breath, there are 5 tattvas. Within the 5 tattvas, there are 25 tattvas and so many things. And by observing, even somebody is talking about somebody's pregnancy, that moment you check your breath, you will know what kind of child is there in the womb, what quality of child is there, what is the color complex, and how his intelligence is. Everything will become, you will become knower of everything by just listening that moment and checking your breath. That much secrets lies under your breath. So this is something different. It's the next level. If you study and you go and LKG and UKG, you want to become a scholar of Sanskrit, you have to start from the Swara and Vyanjan, the Matrikas, Kaka. So if you see that all the sciences connected, the astrology, numerologies are on the nursery KG level, this is more than PhD level. So this knowledge can make you the seer of true time and Kala. and you can operate and control the Kala, which Kala controls the Brahmaji. So that power is there, because when you operate through Mahakala power, the power of Mahakala, the Kala cannot do anything. Suppose you observe your breath, somebody has Akala Mritu and he is going to die in 1 hour, and a person knows the signs, he checks the breath, he says, my breath is so erratic, it is showing my death nearby. What he does, he just change the process of breath by certain methods. The Kala is planning to kill him because his time is over. He's planning to take him somewhere where he has death is written, maybe in the river, to drown in the river. He will create a thought to go and take bath and something like that. And he goes and take bath and some leg slips and he dies, because that's how Kala plans. But if he knows, he said, no, I should not go because my breath shows that something very bad is going to happen to me. So what he will do? He will change the breath pattern itself. Kala kills with the process. It has a rule. It follows the rule. It cannot go against the rule. So when he has to kill somebody, he has to process energy system of the body so that the body and the soul is separated by whatever means. So he has to create the situation. For that, he has to create a certain energy process in the breath so that the person get that kind of feeling, that kind of movement, that place he goes and get caught into the viscous cycle of Kal and get the end results. But those who knows will change the pattern, and Kala will think, whom I was trying to take his prana, where he went, where he disappeared, I cannot see him. That will happen. That illusion will be created to the Kala itself. So this is Mahakala Vidya. And this is very vast. In 20 minutes, I cannot say so many things, but just I have given the little drops how the science is, the Swara Yoga, the science of breath, which encapsulate the entire universe, the entire creation, the time dimension and the energy dimensions, how they operate on the realm of breath, and how they control the entire universe, and how we are connected. Everybody has their own universe. If you go in an office and your all the documents are good, but your karmas are like that, the how karma works. My planet, my Rahu is sitting here with the sword, and my Brihaspati is with the garland, and the other person also, different planets are with the, Tir, Dhanus, and all kind of Astra, Shastra, and garland. Now, the power of these two planets fighting each other, because he is also having Prarabdha, mind is going and clashing, it gives the end result. So that kind of thought a person will get. Suppose some negative energies are there and I have a bad fate, I am going to the office, the person will get angry, the officer will get angry through my file, even though everything is fine. And the same person is going different, the same file, another person is going, he will ask him, you want to have tea, bring tea, and he will chat nicely half an hour, sign the file and give. What was wrong with that? That all energy system. So that's how the prarabdha operates. But if you know the breath, you can align your breath and go. So even a difficult situation will become favorable. Even something is completely against you will become completely favorable to you. You will see like universe is working for me. Wherever I am going, like everything is created for me. The work happens like that. So manifestation, the sankalpa siddhi, and whatever is there written in your fate will have no meaning. Even Sarasati is running or anything running, there will be no meaning. Even in Sarasati will grow more and more, expand more and more, name, fame, wealth, health, everything will improve. Even astrologer will tell that you have very bad time. How come you are getting so much? Your planets are telling this, this, this. That's how the Swara Yoga is. So it is above all the sciences, and it is a master key. If you have this key, you can change your entire destiny, and everything will be as per your wish. By aligning your energy with the universal energy and the Shiva and Shakti energy, that is energy and consciousness, Kal and Mahakal and Panch Mahabhutas, which is operating through your breath. Your breath is not just simple breath, it has got 5 elements, it has got different color, it has got different length, it has got different shape, it has got different size, it has got different timing, it has got so many things. By knowing all these things, life prediction, life things will, but it will take time. It's a sadhana. But once you become master, even you will know a person has come with what kind of intention, that also you'll come to know. If somebody is lying, you'll come to know. So this is such a science in short. Hari Om. If any questions are there, for few,
Thank you.
maybe 3, 4, 5, I can take.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Swamiji.
Ji.
Any questions, you can put it in the chat box or raise hands.
And somebody can read from
Mr.
your side.
Malhotra. Yeah, I'll do that. Mr. Malhotra, kindly post it in the chat box. Those whose cameras are off, I have been removing them myself. If you can't respect a guru, if you can't respect Shastra, please don't be present in my forum. This is live on YouTube. You can watch it. I can understand some people are traveling, some people are not well, etc. If you're traveling, I can understand. But learn to have respect. Any questions? Anybody? Malhotra ji, I'm waiting for your questions so that I can read out. Okay, those who do not have questions, okay, first thing I would say, if you are learning from Swamiji, my own students have learned from Swamiji from a very long time, and they are showing miraculous results in their work. Niranjan Patak, Lakshmi, Vinod Sharma, I'm waiting for your questions in the chat box. I'm opening the chat box now, just in case it was not open. Okay. Yeah, now it's open, so you all can post your questions. So they have been learning and a lot of improvement. I know 3 students of his, and they've been practicing Swara Shastra. So a lot of improvement they have seen in their personal lives and especially in their professional lives. Okay. So we have course starting in Prashna Marg. I'll be teaching from Prashna Marg and few other astrological texts also after Swamiji finishes. Because without learning what Swamiji has finished, okay, we cannot combine it in astrology. You have to learn the various tattvas, okay, and that is the key in predictions, okay. So you can watch Swamiji's 2 videos that we have posted on YouTube, okay. He has given a lot of secrets in those 2 videos, okay. You'll have to make the effort of searching them on our YouTube channel, okay. Swamiji's ashram is in Rishikesh, Haridwar. Okay. Swara Shastra is not something you take any other course and you will learn something. It is a daily sadhana as soon as you get up. Are you all understanding, everybody? Okay. So it's a daily sadhana. Okay. Let me see if we have some questions. 22 questions. Niranjan Pathak, who invented this science? I think Google can tell you more. It is, as Swamiji has said in his videos, okay. Maybe Swamiji can himself answer that better. Swamiji.
This is not invented, it is eternal science. So it is from the beginning of the universe, but as a Shastra, it is a dialogue between Shiva and Shakti. Once upon a time, in one of the Kalpa, the eternal, infinite Shiva and Shakti took a physical form to just see his own creation, and they descended down to this Bhuloka, seeing the world. The Parvati Mata asked question, even though Vedas, Shastra, and all these things have been given, people are following it. Still, people have not come out of the karmas, the law of karmas and the bhagya and prarabdha. Is there any science is there through which even karmas and bhagyas can be overcome? And in the dialogue, everything appears, and Bhagwan Shiv gives the secrets how a human can overcome the limitation and become superhuman, become Shiva, one with Shiva and Shakti, knowing every aspect of the universe, every aspect of the life, and what are the governing forces which is controlling different situation, moment to moment in our life, and how to alter, how to align, and how to become one with the universal forces. So their body becomes cosmic body, and you don't cut your head, and hands, because you will feel pain. So one, your aspect of energy becomes cosmic aspect, they all become part of your existence, and then whatever you think, that becomes cosmic will. What you want to do, that just manifests. So the origin of the Shastra is the dialogue between Shiva and Shakti, and it is in one of the Kalpa, because so many times creation has happened and dissolved, it has happened. So it is time immemorial. From the beginning of the universe, from the beginning of Shiva and Shakti, this science exists. It is eternal science. It is not invented by anybody. It is not a scientific thing. It is something much, much beyond that. Even science knows zero about it. Even medical science knows zero about it. Till today, medical science doesn't know how to change the breath. But Yogi knew thousands and thousands of years before how to change nadis, how to change the tattvas. Even science is still very far away. They don't have any idea about it. So invention is maybe another 1-2,000 years. They will know about this, how it works, but still they have no clue about it. But you can definitely see it, experience it, and how it works. You can see in your life itself.
Thank you. One question from Canada is, can people learn this online, or is physical presence needed?
We have designed earlier. It was all offline, because it's always good to have offline courses. We do have, but online courses we have designed, and it works. Right now we are all having video on. I am saying something. It is going to your head directly. So it works the way we are doing it. As just now, Sunil Jonji has told that keep your video on, because your facial expression, your each and every moment can be energy exchange. I can see who is understanding, who is not understanding. So this is direct live energy exchange of the guru and shishya. So anybody is having any doubt, I can figure it out. But suppose video is off, whether a person is sleeping and eating, it's really disrespect of such a divine science. So you should always attentive, sincere. Swara Yoga says, शांते शुद्धे सदाचारे गुरु भक्त कमानसे दृढ़ चित्ते कृतज्ञ च दैवम चैव सरोदयन. The people who are shant, shuddh, pure, peaceful, and have all good conduct, who is having devotion to the Guru. Guru is not me. Guru is the infinite consciousness. It is present within you. So if you break your own Shraddha and Viswas, it will fragment your own eternal energies, and those fragmented energy will create the part of your personality that will always be like confused and always without knowledge. So Guru Tattva is your own existence. Just I am the medium, or anybody is medium. So when you are like that, you can directly receive the energy, and there will be a direct perception, direct revelation when we do that. So online courses, we can do basic and intermediate, but advanced course we only do offline in Rishikesh. So basic and intermediate can be learned. That basic and intermediate itself is very advanced. It is name is basic because we start with some place. So it is called first phase one. So phase one itself is very advanced. Phase two is all further advanced, and the advanced course is the next level, because we are controlling the tattvas with the will. You can control inner tattva and outer universal tattvas. Once what happened, one of my student was coming with the flight to receive me in Nepal. His flight went haywire because some storm came, and it went out of the path, and the turbulence was not normal. It was happening like this. People had started falling, and it was almost like crash situation. Everybody was crying and all. He has this knowledge. He has learned long back. He activated the earth element in his Ida Nadi, and when he activated the earth element, he called the universal earth element to stabilize. And immediately the storm went off. The flight came on path and landed. And first thing he came and told me, this is what has happened after coming with excitement, that always saved. So this is how it works, this science is. And we can learn online basic and intermediate, and then you can learn advanced. And there is a sloka in Shiva Sarode, Swara hinasya devagyo nath hinam yathagriham. A astrologer is without the knowledge of Swara is like a head, a body without the head. Without the head, body, what is the meaning of the body? And a house without the master. This is the example given in the Shastra. So the astrologer must have this knowledge, and that will come through the various levels. Means you always learn from the basic. Any guru you go, first you start with seva and satkar, and then you learn one mantra and then next mantra. So you learn basic online and intermediate, and then you can come for advance.
Next question is from Ritika Arora Swamiji.
Yeah.
She is asking, can we actually change our prarabdha? Also, Wikipedia says
Huh.
Swaroda is a Sanskrit tantric text. Is it? What does it really mean?
Hmm. See, there is a lot of confusion about the tantric and all these things. Let me first clear what is tantra is. Tantra is known as Agam Shastras. Shastras are pure cosmic science. It is true science, it's eternal science. So it is not a Maya, it is not something covered and layered. The physics and chemistry is a layered knowledge. Still, we are figuring it out what is the secret of the universe, we are not able to find out. It's called covered knowledge. But this is direct knowledge, this is a pure knowledge. So this is Agama. Agama is also known as Tantra. What Tantra is? Tantra is Tanoti Trayate iti Tantra. Tantra is called a system. It is not a black magic. It is not a sexual activity. What West thinks today is Tantra is a sexual activity. What some people thinks in India because of serials and all this black robe, somebody is sitting with some skull here and doing some homa like this, throwing like this, and in a, screaming some mantra. This is not Tantra. Tantra is a eternal process of transformation. So any transformation from one dimension of consciousness going to the next dimension of consciousness is known as tantra. The process of transformation. Tanoti trayati iti tantra. The expansion means tanoti, stretch of consciousness, expansion, and trayati, the freedom of the dormant energy, which is infinite power. Kriya Sakti, Ichha Sakti, and Gyan Sakti, which get liberated with the limitations. It becomes unlimited. That is the meaning of the tantra. So this knowledge about the tantra is very limited to the society and people don't understand. It's a very big thing. It is the life principle, eternal principles of the universe through which everything is operating. That is tantra. You don't know how eye operates, but if you know the tantra of eyes, you can see without the eye also. That is called the secrets behind that, how it is functioning. So without ear hearing, so that is called Tantra. Tantra has got it's a basic to infinite, all the knowledge. And it is also known as Agam Shastra.
A very good question from Mr. Deohar is his breath is now 80 to 83 seconds. I'll repeat, during sadhana, my one breath is 82 seconds long. Okay. And his other question is not so without pause or breaks, my breath is 82 seconds long. What does this do to the lifespan?
Of course, it expands your lifespan. And not only expands, when your breath is slow, the karmic distortions are very less. And also the distorted energy, which is creating so much trauma in our life, also gets settled down. So it is good to have long breath, but you should not feel suffocated. If your natural breath is expanding slowly because of practice of pranayama or deep meditation, then it is fine. Actually, it is evolution, it is expansion, and also it increases your lifespan.
Okay. Uh, how many hours a day? People are asking, many people are asked the same question. Do we need to give to this
Swara Yoga.
aspect, Swara
Correct.
Yoga?
Yeah, it's a very good question. Swara Yoga doesn't need your time. It is 24 into 365 sadhana. So every moment breath is running. So every moment sadhana is happening. Suppose you are going to have a journey and you want to have your journey without any trouble, without any untoward incident, successful and safe home return. Your breath is running, just you check your breath is favorable, just activate your favorable energy and put your favorable leg at the threshold. It doesn't require your time. Even your right is flowing or left is flowing, accordingly, you have to act. That's all. If you act, you will get favorable result. If you go against it, you'll get wrong results, bad results, and disharmony, pain, suffering, and loss. So it is the way how the energy of the universe is current moment and how to align with the universe to flow with the nature so that nature in turns gives whatever I want. So it is just awareness and action. So every moment of your life is sadhana. Even you are going to pass your stool in your toilet is also sadhana, and it can be also problem. For example, we should pass our stool in the right nostril, which activates apana vayu, which is responsible to take any unwanted stuff from the body. If you go for passing your stool in the left nostril and it go for long term, it will create piles, vavasir, and all kind of problems, cancer, and any other kind of problems. So intestinal problem will start on the colon, or on the maybe you will develop acidity, you'll get develop indigestion, you'll develop constipation, gas, and all these things. But if you eat in the right nostril, it won't happen in your life. So just like that, it is a part of your life. It doesn't require your time. You eat every day for half an hour. You have to just change your breath. Changing breath is just magic once you learn. And once you change the same thing you are doing, you are eating the food that becomes the nectar, and same food can become poison by just your breath patterns. So breath patterns decide whether your food is going to be poison, or it's going to be nectar. So it is a 24-hour sadhana. Without investing any moment of your life, you can make success in all spheres of life. Desire manifestation, knowing present and past and future by just acting according to the flow of your breath.
People, I would suggest, okay, those who are still unsure of this, to kindly refer. There are a lot of books on Shastra. The best, of course, is
And I am sorry to now I have to leave because I have another session, sadhana session with some group. So I have to go.
no problem, Swami.
We'll see you all next time whenever such classes or some maybe discourses are
Sure,
conducted.
sure,
Har
Swami.
Har Mahadev, Hari Om Tat Sat.
No problem. Thank you, Swamiji. Thank you, Anuji.
Thank you
Thank
everybody to joining this session and hearing me patiently. And hopefully, I am sure that you might have got certain insight about Swara Yoga. Definitely, this will create so many positive question, and you become a seeker of this secret knowledge. And if it happens, it is good for your life and for everyone, because it makes a very good society, a balanced energy all over, because it creates such energy. If you do Swara Yoga, peace will prevail all around, and other things are just part of it. Har Har Mahadev.
thank you. Everybody, can I have everybody's attention? Can everybody hear me? Swara Shastra is mentioned in Shiva Swara there. If you read Prashna Marg, it is considered one of the greatest texts to come out of Kerala. And in astrology, it is considered the greatest text. Okay. Translated in English thanks to the legendary B.V. Raman. I think 1953 he translated it. Okay. I would like people not to give their opinions on how I should conduct a course. Okay. We have limitations of the speaker. Okay. First is making a Swamiji. I'm seeing all comments. People seem to have a lot of opinions in life. Why don't you all have opinions on Donald Trump and Putin and write every day 24 hours against them? Why people are dying because of them? गली क्रिकेट चल रहा है क्या इधर? People like Swamiji or any Swamiji, okay, will not come and teach things online. It takes years to convince them. I hope you all realize. Okay. I was in utter poverty, but 7 years I refused to teach online. Utter poverty for 7 years. And when I started astrology, my salary was 90,000 way back in 2006. What I felt It is ulanghan of Shastra to teach online. And even teaching front, I knew the amount of pathetic people that come into astrology. कोटा बनाने के लिए आता है. Sorry to use these words because people don't understand English and Hindi, unfortunately. So if Swamiji is coming, he'll come with some rules. Okay. He's absolutely, I spent more than a month trying to convince him for recordings. He's absolutely against recordings. Okay. When KN Rao or Narendra Modi will teach now, okay, all of us will be 24 hours staying awake and learn. I know people. So please stop giving opinions, asking this thing. You want to learn, you learn. Very simple. And I'll give you a story why this Shastra is so important. No doubt, Prashna Marga says very clearly, without Swara Shastra, an astrologer is useless, his predictions are useless. Now, the problem is, whom do you tell this to? Who is your crowd? Your crowd is YouTubers who do not want to study, remove a book and study. If you ask any great guru in Kerala, I want to learn Prashna, he'll say, come, okay, come buy a house here or go and rent, stay for 20 years. This is what was told to me by a great man and several people. Laghu Parashari, 40 shlokas, my mentor wanted to learn, okay, from somebody below Banaras, who was recommended by Sitaram Jha's student. He took days, and after 2 days, he said, fine, I've discussed with the wife, you can come and stay here with me for 2 years. I'll teach you 40 shlokas. If you don't know what is Shastra, don't give your opinion. Are you all understanding? Don't treat it like a local event. Don't treat it like a gully cricket. And for heaven's sake, don't come online without showing your face. Have respect. Don't spoil your Jupiter. Don't spoil it. You can't. Fine, we are live on YouTube. Why spoil your children? Why spoil your children's karma? There are two techniques I rarely in the last 20 years I have taught very clearly. Okay, your karma destroys your children's life if you know fundamentals of Jyotish. But nobody speaks about that technique. Okay, it only takes, okay, please stop adding people. Okay, it only takes 2 seconds to understand that technique. 10th house is karma, it is 6th from 5th house. Galti. 6th is galti, 6th is mistakes. Your karma is bada for your children. That they see their video and they've seen you for 25 years, how you behave. Okay, they're going to spit on you. They're going to say, my father, my mother destroyed my life. So Shastra, have respect. Have respect for a teacher. Okay. Don't become Mangal Daku and learn a science here. And then sell it for thou. You know, you have so many YouTubers who do it. Earn money. Earn money. तो माँ के दूध में थोड़ा ताकत होना चाहिए. मंगल डाकू बन के नहीं सीखने का शास्त्र. Don't hide your face, camera off, this off, that off. Come on, customized learning. Everybody, some people want to sleep and learn. Okay, if you're paralyzed, you're sick, I can understand that. A Swamiji has come. A Guru has come. I understand it is impossible to find a Guru in Jyotish Shastra or impossible to find a student. At least a person wearing our Hindu Sanskriti orange robes has come. Have some respect. Swara Shastra is clearly explained in Prashna Marga. Okay. There is books called Swara Chintamani. There are many new books. Okay. The problem that happens is in Prashna Marg, only Tattva is mentioned. How to measure the Tattva? Are you all understanding? How to measure the angula? Okay, fine. 16 angulas, 4 angulas, 8 angulas. Angulas means you can say the fingers, the measurement tool. Okay. The power of it. Okay. There is shape of Swara. There is taste in Swara. There is visualization for each Swara. So you have Prithvi Tartha, Jala Tattva. Okay. And the more, can anybody lock this meeting? Siddesh, do you know how to lock it? So you can use this very, very powerfully. Problem is misuse of it. And I have given that example how I misused it in the year 2000. I was in partnership with the Ruyas. Dot-com bubble burst. I left my job and then I was doing my MBA. And then I used Swara Shastra to gain a job. In 9 months, ZTV, the owner, Suresh Chandra Goel, he came in news because of the Ketan Parekh scam. So he had to shut down our international channel. What did I do? I used which breath was flowing. Okay. I used that step forward to gain my job. Are you all understanding? Okay. That is one way. There are 100 ways. 1995, I was fanatic about Swara Shastra. At that time, I was in filmmaking college. So you can use it. In 9 months, he got involved in the Ketan Parekh scam and he was not involved actually. Whatever. Okay. It came in news and he had to shut down. One second. So they shut down the international division. I was very happy, 50,000 salary. At that time, 26 years back, that salary was good. I bought my first car with a driver, etc. Misuse. And I was employed, and I must thank Amitabh Bachchan. I impressed my CEO by discussing Amitabh Bachchan's horoscope. He was very impressed because it was a spiritual channel, astrology channel, Reiki, Feng Shui, etc. But it's easy. Like, for example, Panchapakshi. I don't talk about it. Panchapakshi, if you learn the Shastra of Panchapakshi, which many people do, okay, you can have any member of the opposite sex, you can misuse it. So, misuse is easy. Are you all understanding? And see, understand where Goddess Parvati is saying at the very start of the book, Shiva Swaradaya. She is telling, Hey Prabhu, teach me something that you have never revealed before, and nobody in the universe knows it. Are you all understanding? Most of us live our life without knowing there is left nostril, right nostril. Everybody? Ritika Arora has asked a very important question. Can you repeat it for everybody, please? I want to understand the context in which you are asking the question. I have unmuted you.
Good evening, sir.
Correct.
Sir, I आपने अपना एग्जाम्पल दिया. We are humans. गलती से भी गलती कर दी तो भी it will come back in some form. So my question is, why are we learning this? For what good should we keep in mind? कि अगर हम ये सीखें तो क्या पर्पस है? अगर अपना प्रारब्ध नहीं चेंज करें क्या कर भी so that was a question.
Very important question you have asked. Okay. And when we read the shlokas of Shiva Swaradaya, okay, we realize, okay, let me say, what is the good of astrology? Let me ask you this question. चलो, जो सवाल में जवाब किया जाए, उसी सवाल में जवाब देना चाहिए. What is the use of astrology? People laugh on astrologers, people laugh on astrology students. Correct? Am I right? What is the use of finding your year of marriage or date of marriage? When you have to get it, you'll get it. What is the use of finding, okay, when person will get money? When he has to get it, if he has to get it, he'll get it. Am I right or wrong? People think we are morons. People think mental diseases. Some people who are hooked to astrology, correct? So that is a valid question also. Suppose I am driving at the right time with the right swara, correct? I will have the right mental frame. Try driving. You know, one thing that you can do, everybody, and everybody should do, because all of us are in a stress, in a hurry. Okay. When you sit in the car, just take 5 breaths. Trust me, you'll not be able to do it daily. It will only reflect how bad our Shani is. Sit in a car and take 5 breaths and then start the car. Because if I'm driving, I have to be careful. An old man, a young man, a child is crossing without looking. Okay, Ritika? So if I'm doing an action at the right time, with the right energy, with the right blessings of the universe, in unison with the universe, my chances of making a mistake are less. Akash Agarwal, how to take 5 breaths? I really don't understand this question. Just normal 5 breaths लो. गर्लफ्रेंड के बारे में सोचने का और 5 breaths लेने का बहुत easy है. Okay. But you might have a technical question. So it's like पूरा नाम. Explain to me properly what do you exactly mean. I like to joke around, you know. When we have a lot of pain in life, it's better to joke around. I always say, Mukaddar ka Sikandar. Any which ways. So you have to start a business. You have, for example, Ritika, let's assume you start a business and your whole family is involved. You put, let's assume you're Yash Chopra. Okay, you're making DDLJ, Dilwale Duniya Le Jayenge. Okay, you put your whole family at stake, selling off your bungalow, this, that, etc., to create a dream that you felt is correct, to create a dream for the next 40 years. That dream is going to make couples happy. When they have fight, they'll say, I married you because of DDLG. So you better start on the correct moment. Why? If you fail in your business, your family, your parents could get affected, right? Emotional hurt, okay, depression, etc. So it's not something that I have invented or Swamiji has invented. It is there in our Shastra. Okay. It is there in our Shastra. Okay. And I would say, if anybody wants to start in Swara Shastra, write this down, everybody. Morning, get up. Before you do anything, just take 11 breaths. Trust me, impossible. And observe your 11 breaths. Just do it. For heaven's sake, okay, the direction is important, but don't get there. Like in Swamiji's first course, okay, he gives the direction and which swara, etc., and all that, it is there. But that's not something I want to discuss now, because otherwise his course will be out. Okay. So what swara is going on, etc. Okay. Swamiji does not take weekday into account. Okay. Because see, every Shastra, for example, astrology has Parashari, Gemini, KP, Nadi, Brigu Nadi. Brigu Nandi Nadi is separate, Brigu Nadi is separate, and Brigu astrology is separate. Most people who are following in India, they are following Brigu Nandi Nadi. Correct? They don't know what is Brigu astrology. Ata pata hi nahi. They don't even have Brigu Nadi, which is available on our website in Sanskrit. Are you all understanding? So people are living in their pond, and people are living in that pond, and they're teaching that same thing to others. Okay. So before you take this Shastra, learn breath control. And I would also say to you, okay, like me, I have a problem. I have constant balgam here, felgam, what you call. Moon in third house, Brihat Jataka Varamira says. That's very true in my case. Okay. One lady, one of her students, is she present? Yes, she is present. She had a message about how this moon in third house, it's in her chart. And two sisters, cousins, aunts, how they've had lungs thing and all that. So what I would suggest, first clean up your channel. Niti is there and all that. If you want to be practical and real, fashion ke liye don't join our course. Are you getting it? It's starting in 2 days. Okay. So do it simultaneously, daily sadhana. Then you have to learn how to change the breath. Everybody. Okay. One is sleeping on the opposite side. Okay. So if I want this breath, left breath, then I put my right shoulder and sleep on my right side. Okay. If I want my right nostril to flow, I sleep on my left side. Everybody with me? Okay. Fighting, right nostril. Aggressive, you want to exercise, right nostril. Okay. Why right? Okay, there is Ida, Pingla, sun and moon. Moon is Soumya. Sun is power. Everybody. Moon is motherly, sun is fatherly. So these are the simple activities. Right? Simple act. You want to say I love you to a girl, you use left nostril. I'm talking for Gen Z's language. Okay. Okay. Right nostril say I love you, she'll slap you. Who knows? Pata nahi na, you are going and saying I love you to Nayan. She'll obviously slap you. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Or you are going and saying I love you to somebody with her husband or brother next to her. And you're thinking it is her friend. Okay, the ho gaya problem. Sone pe suhaga. Okay. So these are important. Day is important. Monday, left nostril is important. In 1992, when I started reading about it, so all the books were, what were they saying? Swara Chintamani and all that. Okay. So, for example, Monday is there. Monday is a Soumya day. Okay. Soumya day. Thursday is a Soumya day. Friday is a Soumya. So the first breath should be left. I'm going to teach this in my portion of the classes, but I'm going to do that after Swamiji teaches, then a break, and then I start teaching how to combine it with astrology. This is in my beginner's course. Okay, but I'm going to give 1 or 2 or 3 lectures. Oh, I'll finish it in 1, 2 lectures. It is important. With example charts, I'll give you. What are my old habit? Okay. So anybody who has my library, okay, which is now almost gone. I used to, when I start reading a book, I'll write date, time, AM, PM, and L.N or R.N. L.N is left nostril. R.N is right nostril. So that 20 years later, I can do research on that Muhurat. Are you understanding how you invest your time in astrology? So I have books. 1991, 1992. I have written L.N. First page means when you open the book, where you see the title, I have written. That is how it is important. When I used to save charts, I used to say for example, Gopal Raj, I'm doing Prashna. So I'm writing Gopal Raj, first glance, L.N. Okay, how do you use this? If he's asking, okay, sir, I have to propose to a girl, and L.N is there. Okay, and he's on my left side. Are you getting it? Left nostril, left side. I'll say yes. But here also, let me warn you, there are contradictions. See, there are schools like Parashari, KP, correct? Gemini. Gemini, Ketu Dasha, you get married. Ketu is Karaka for marriage. Are you all understanding? Say, for example, if you are in Africa, I'll try to give you an example that will go in your head. Okay. If you're in Kerala, my state, okay, a dusky woman is considered beautiful. British dusky woman is considered beautiful. She may not be considered beautiful in Himachal Pradesh. Are you getting it? So the variations change. with people's practice. Everybody with me? Okay. नहीं अभी नमन वो लिखा है जेमिनी सूत्रस में why Ketu is Karaka for marriage. Okay. Because I have one explanation for it, Naman. Okay. Why Ketu is Karaka for marriage? Because after you marry a girl, now you only achieve moksha in life. You all can smile, you all can clap, huh? Okay. You all can speak with experience. Okay. How many people, ask any person who's married, ask after 7 years, भगवान मुझे ऊपर उठा ले. Okay, give me moksha from this life. Ask anybody 7 years. So Ketu gives moksha. Okay. Okay. Ketu gives moksha. Sagar Shinde is saying wife is the reason to see moksha. Okay. Excellent. Okay. So husband is also the reason to seek moksha. Okay. Any which is, any doubts, so many questions. So point is you align yourself. Okay. After exercising, would you immediately eat food? You will not. Correct? So you have to align yourself. Okay. So Tuesdays, Sundays, Saturdays, right nostril is good. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, left nostril is. Understanding? The first breath. Earlier texts that I read said 2 hours per nostril. Then it is 1 hour per nostril. Depends on person to person, yogi to yogi. Everybody with me? Okay. So basically observe your breath. From today, what I would advise, whenever anybody comes to you for a reading, just note down which breath is flowing and which side he is sitting. Left side, right side. If it is online, mostly online, forget that. Which nostril? So it is Jadia Alfred. If the is coming, so you say Jadia Alfred, right nostril. That means, now here's the secret I'll give free of charge. That means his malefics are more active in his chart as of that moment. Understood, everybody? His malefics are more active. One different form of Jamakol Aruda Prashna system is which particular seat the person sits. Which particular seat? Forget it. But south. No questions, everybody. Can we end this session? 9:15. We have class on for beginners and all our course students on Aru doubts in astrology. Saraswati, thanks, Pavan. I don't understand, Pavan, what you wrote, but may God bless you. Okay. Thank you, Maseja. Lakshmi, be right back in a meeting. All right, no doubts, right? Quickly. So I think everybody should have received, now you can unmute in case you have a question. Everybody has received the link for joining for all our course students, astrological doubts, okay, etc., etc. So, thank you, everybody. God bless you all.
So from where do we get the link? Sir, from where do we get the link? अभी जो आपने link के बारे में बोला, please advise. मैं पहली बार आपके class attend कर रही हूँ.
No, it has been emailed to all our current course students.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry, sir. Actually, पहली बार आपके आ रही हूँ ना. I'm really sorry.
No problem, Abhi. So whatever we teach so far, that portion only relevant to that portion. Okay. So
Okay.
especially
I'm
the
so sorry. मैं पहली
young
बार
ones. No problems. Okay. Young ones, please don't ask doubts. Okay. How to attain moksha by marrying? Okay. There's not a question in my category. Okay. So see those kind of
एक चीज पूछूं आपसे. अभी जो आपने बोला उस पर एक क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हैं आपसे. सिर्फ एक क्वेश्चन.
I would like to see your face first.
सर ये रहा.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So I'm Abhi Ray. I'm Abhi Ray. I'm from Calcutta. मेरा क्वेश्चन एक चीज है. आपने बोला your bad karmas will destroy your children's भाग्य, right? कर्मा इज 10th हाउस, प्रोजेनी इज 5th हाउस, यानी कि 10th से 5th आप 8th में जा रहे हो. क्या आपने इसलिए बोला कि बैड कर्मास 8th जो होता है आपका थोड़ा सा अपहीवल होता है और वो जाके आपके प्रोजेनी पे इफेक्ट होता है? इज
And,
दैट व्हाट यू मेंट?
and also from 5th house, it is 6th house. 10th house is 6th house of blockage, badha, to
Okay.
your 5th house. So when you activate 10th house, common sense activation theory, when you activate 10th house, okay, you are activating the other 11 houses, not just the 5th house.
Okay. Right. हाँ.
Very simple now. If I get $1 million, what will I do? I'll buy Ferrari show chocolates to my child. I'll buy a necklace to my wife. Okay. And I'll buy 3 necklaces to my bajuwali or girlfriend. Correct? Mister. Okay. So my karma gets distributed in the other 11 houses. I'll buy something for mama, for dada. Okay. Something. So we are activating. Very
Okay.
simple. Now, if I die and I leave 2 houses to my children, correct?
Right.
So if that house I have made with good karma, bad karma, correct?
Right.
Ah, wait, I'll give you another example. Okay. Suppose
हाँ जी.
I have a house.
हम्म.
I do a lot of tantric activities. Okay. Or somebody has done something on me because of my bad karma or new karma. Okay, both ways.
हम्म.
And there are spirits around me. And in inheritance, it goes to my child who's living in, say, USA. He comes, okay, my father has given inheritance. He wants to sell it, okay? And he starts rebuilding that house, painting that house, and he finds spirit. So he has inherited my house along with the spirits.
Right.
What
ठीक
an
है.
idea.
Right.
People made movies out of it, Conjuring, and made billions of dollars.
वगैरह. हाँ. Right.
Everything we inherit, Pitru dosh, we inherit,
हम्म.
curses we inherit. If we inherit common senses, if we inherit inheritance, gold, property, pitru dosh, everything, how can our child not inherit our karma? Common sense, na? Common sense
Right,
that
sir.
everybody has missed out. Everybody
हाँ.
has missed out. If I
Okay.
bankrupt my company, I have to pay to people. I die, then the child pays that money. Am I right or wrong?
बिल्कुल सर. Right.
The common sense problem is we don't think from this angle. We know it, but we are not trying. All of us are not trying to think. But if you think, it is very simple.
Thank you so much, sir. It was a
So, what
literally
is
beautiful.
now you want another googly?
क्या
Everybody?
है सर? बताओ ना.
10th house is karma. What is the bhavat bhavam of karma? 7th house.
7th house.
Yes, sir.
So, bad
7th
karma
house.
goes to my spouse. So,
Okay.
those who know their spouse is doing bad karma, yet eating that food, okay. So, they have to go and think like Valmiki. That dialogue between Valmiki and the Rishi. Where the Rishi says, Where the Rishi says to Valmiki, go and ask your children and wife. That so many murders you have done and you have fed them. Will they take part of your karma? Valmiki goes, asks and says, no. The wife and child have said, no. They will not take part of their karma. And then Rishi says, I hope you realize the bitter truth of life. And then he becomes a Rishi, leaves everything and becomes a Rishi. Okay? Naman, what a beautiful question Naman has asked. I want you to, Naman, come on camera and ask that question.
নমন জিজ্ঞেস করছে তাহলে হিরণ্যকশ্যপের খারাপ কর্মটা তো প্রহ্লাদ রেখে যাওয়া উচিত।
Sir, in that sense, the bad karma of Hiranyakashyap should have gone to Prahlad. That is all.
Is that a question or an answer? What do you think so is the correct answer as per your knowledge and intelligence and intuition and heart?
Sir, I don't have anything.
सवाल पूछने से पहले चिंतन होना जरूरी है, स्पेशली जब सबके सामने पूछा जाए. I would love Hiranyakashyap because of him I could meet Narayana. कमाल है. Am I right or wrong?
Absolutely right.
अरे यार तुम लोग में आई लव यू बोलने का ताकत ही नहीं है यार. क्या ज्योतिष तुम लोग सीखेगा. जब तक डांट नहीं मिले, you all cannot open your heart chakra. Ability to love is the greatest ability. Greatest ability. If you can't become human, your mantra is useless. Your rituals are useless. Your gods don't have power. It's a great. I would want a Hiranyakashyap as a father. Am I right or wrong?
রাইট স্যার।
Because of me, okay, because of Hiranyakashyap, I got the opportunity to fall in love with Narayana. Because of my father's bad karma, it was so bad that Narayana himself had to come now. सोचने का तरीका होता है. सोचने का तरीका होता है. My father did not have money to give me education, and I was every morning going and putting newspaper in people's house and earning 1 rupee. I can sit and cry, like how I cried, okay, when I did not have Parashara light, Sri Jyoti Star, this, that, 25,000 rupees software. I used to cry. Everybody around me has softwares. They can buy all these courses. They can study. You have to sell your liver and kidney to learn all these courses. I used to cry. Then I realized all these courses, all these softwares are useless. Because none of these astrologers, all these softwares can teach or have ever learned what a planet is sitting in a house and doing. ताकत ही नहीं. And then you realize a free software like Jagannath or any free software is good enough. It's good enough. Where a village astrologer has these softwares? Where this village astrologers studied all these courses, 5 lakh rupee course, this course, that course. Are you getting it? It is how we see. So I'm selling newspaper, giving newspaper to people's houses. I become president of India. You know whom I'm talking about. Abdul Kalam. Correct? We can see everything negatively. Then to, if you have ability to see everything negatively today or tomorrow now, okay. Even if you marry Katrina Kaif or Nayantara or Queen Elizabeth, you'll never be happy in life. After 1 year, you'll start finding flaws in her. Are you getting it? She spends 5 minutes more in front of the mirror. You'll find a flaw. Correct? Finding flaws means they are children of lesser gods. How about seeing it this way? Okay, whatever God is giving me, He is giving it to me because of my karmas. So it's okay. Nothing wrong. Naman, I'm not talking to you right now. I'm talking to everybody. Okay? So it's okay. You want to learn this science? There are a lot of free resources available. Where did I get stuck? In distinguishing the tattvas. So 92 say, 95 say, I got stuck in distinguishing the tattvas. Because tattvas is important. If somebody is asking me a question on property, okay, which would be the correct tattva as per you? Prithvi tattva, am I right? Sir, I want to go abroad. I want to travel, will it happen? Which should be tattva as per you? Vayu tattva flow should happen at that time, correct? Okay. I'm not, this is not what Swami is teaching, but what he's teaching is very essential. That is a gap for me for more than 35 years. Are you all getting it? So take it. I don't want to hard sell how one of my friends, she has been doing this Shastra from 4 years, 5 years. So she was telling how her friend who studied the same under Swamiji, okay, has improved the productive, and she taught it to everybody in her office, and they've improved the productivity by 7 times. I said, please ask her to join my company. It's not like that. You have to, sadhana is sadhana. If you are going to say how much time I have to give, okay, you have to focus on your breath. So every time you are going outside your house, same leg, left is going, so left. This is broad. It's not as simple as this. Don't quote me here. Okay. So your left nostril is flowing, you put left leg forward and go up. Understanding? Okay. There is more detailed. Okay. Like for example, you're going from Bombay to Delhi. Okay. So your left is going. So it should be right, right nostril, water tattva when you reach your destination. So this is slightly complicated. When it goes ahead, it becomes very intricate. Are you getting it? It is not very easy. Okay. Chalo, we have proceeded our time. We have our this thing. Yes, Rituji. Raman जैसा tough question नहीं पूछना मेरे को.
Nee, if both the nostrils are working together, then
That is called Shushuma Nadi. That is the best time to ask favors from God. 5 minutes, 2 minutes.
thank you.
Best time to ask favors from God. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Lakshmi Pavitra, my dear. Yes, ask your question. Camera on करके मेरे को both 3 part 4 part 5 हो गए.
I just finished my meeting, sir. Can I know the class timings, sir?
मेरे हिसाब से वेबसाइट पे जाके मिल जाएगा information. सबके सामने why are you trying to show me that I know nothing about my business? After 5 years, I'm trying to get hold of my business. Okay, so it is difficult. Honestly, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Okay, I think they sent a link here also. You can check that link. Okay, Shalim. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to go now. It is 9:20. Kaushik ji is waiting. He is Purane Zamane ka jailer, very strict. Sholay picture. Bye, everybody.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Good night.